Now, why do I say the rich benefit from the poor? Now, here's how it works, and the masses in the middle class don't pick up the game. This is all game. What you do to transfer the energy of the poor to the rich with nobody seeing it is you set up social systems whereby the transference is made. You go to a poor area, you see small tenement slums, you see apartment complexes, you see little dives and dens and houses and little places to live, and you got 4 people living in a 1-bedroom house, etc., etc. That's what you're looking at. But you don't see the big picture. On the north side of Atlanta, where a guy's living in a 25,000 square foot mansion, he is the slumlord that owns the houses in the poor section. His money is flowing from the poor to the rich, but you said, well, the poor have no money. That's why you have Section 8 housing. The government takes the middle class money and he uses the poor to channel it through the poor to the rich man. And then what does the rich man do? He then tells the middle class, what? The poor people are your problem. So that they create a stretch between the middle class and the poor, while at the same time the sleight of hand magician is actually using the poor to siphon money from the middle class through the poor to himself. It's a huge, gigantic Ponzi scheme. And the middle class man is sitting there trying to fight the government. And they set up icons over the middle class to make them believe that you're being done unrighteously. Taking your money, the government is against you. And they go in and they enlist Glenn Beck, Shawn Hannity, Rush Limbaugh, Sarah Palin. You know the names in the headlines. The rich man hired them to do what? To be icons for the middle class, to make the middle class believe that we have a tea party set up now to fight this governmental intrusion into our lives, and who are taking our money, and they have all these different social organizations and entitlement programs to give money to the poor, when in fact the rich man is the one that set the programs up to use the poor man as the channel to get the money. But if you don't know what's going on, you're out there marching around in Washington with a sign at a Glenn Beck rally thinking Glenn Beck represents you, and you have been duped. What does the same rich man do? He goes and he gets Jay-Z and Beyonce and Lady GaGa and Christina Aguilera and all these different stars for the benefit of the middle class and the poor class, to keep them entertained while he takes the money. Now you're watching in VH1 Awards, and you're somewhere looking at some stinking animal that's half man, half human, sing songs to you with his pants pulled down below his butthole, hair draped down his back with 2 earrings on, an actual transvestite, singing songs to you, and nobody connects the dots. And they hate someone that exposes them. And they crucified the Son of God because he was what? He was expository. He exposed the system. This is massive brainwashing and massive monarch mind control in order to get the masses to do the bidding of the illuminist sitting at the top of the pyramid on Satan's ruling council for this world. They go to Satan for power. Today, we're going behind the scenes, and we're dealing with witchcraft and black magic and sorcery at a high level. If you're not really saved and the blood doesn't cover your mind, get saved and get the blood to cover your mind, because in this arena, you play for keeps. This is the real thing. I'm not Joel Osteen. I'm not Creflo Dollar. I'm not T.D. Jakes. We deal with real powers. We deal with real forces. You got to play for keeps over here, because this is real, and it's a struggle between good and evil, light and darkness, God and the devil. And you cannot play over here. Look at this. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil. What family? The ruling families of the earth that control the people. The Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the families that are involved in the Bilderberger groups, the Illuminists. These are families of controllers. The royal family in England. These folks have heritages of control. The Hiltons. All these folks you see how their kids turn out? These are curses. God says, I'm devising the evil against you. You want to play for keeps? You want to be evil? He said, I'm devising the evil against this family, from which you shall not remove your necks. In other words, you put your neck on a chopping block. You came against me, the God of the universe. Okay, you want to contend with me? Let's see who's got the power. It's no longer going to be a stealth behind-the-scenes warfare. We're bringing this out on the main street. Neither shall you go haughtily. For this time is what? This time is evil. Stop kidding yourself. This is the evil day. This is the day of demonstration, and everybody that's been playing with God, it's come upon you, and now it's on open display, and we're about to engage it openly. No longer will we be playing around No more Christian code words and praise the Lord and jumping around in church and all this other stuff. Now we have to deal with the powers of darkness right out here in the open. It's real.